tougher than you when she's a human being walking on two legs, who I know go through the same exact motions and carries on just like I do, because we're human. Listen, girl, bye. Shade who? You're shading yourself.
And take Felicia with you, darling.
Oh, you know what? That is not something that you should be into, because when you start to get negative, it's about you taking away your own light now. They didn't throw you shade, you threw you shade. Because if this person could just come and let their little nasty glares and shady looks and whatever they try to step in your way, throw rice on the runway, ice on the runway, whatever the girls give us, then you just let the girls know I'm always unbothered. Shout out to Letitia and the fucking Revlon, Mother Revlon. Always unbothered. Shout out to Chauncey. I love y'all. You know I love y'all. Thank you, Karen. It's so many people I was going to say. I love the women that are voting. I want to tell that to y'all. I want y'all to understand that all the women that are out there in that runway, I know how scared you are. I know how hard it is. I know how much you go through just to even be where you're at. Keep doing what you're doing, because you love doing what you're doing. If you're not loving it anymore, that's when I would say step back. It's always a good thing to take a break from anything that's not bringing you joy. And that way, when you do come back, you enjoy it so much more.
Yeah.
I know the shade can get to you sometimes, the attitude, the this, the that. Remember, that's not why you came there. You came there for you and that beat, and when the beat drops, let it out. Let it out. Okay? It's not about none of them girls in that building. And I say that to everybody that's in the building. If you catching shade from a girl, that's because you paying her attention. She's getting too much attention for you to be catching her shade.
Okay.
Talk about reading.
Yes.
How about that?
Let's talk about
put a positive spin on it. You walk away from that. Get away from that. Move away from negative energy and go where there's love and light. Well, if you got to be the love and light, why don't you do that?
Yes.
We can all do that. You'll always catch me smiling for the most part.
That's right. You gotta keep yourself happy, keep yourself motivated. You know what I mean? And do what you gotta do. You know, life has so many blessings to be depressed and worried all the time. But you know what?
And there's a lot of issues that are plaguing our community that I can understand the depression aspect of things. And I understand that we have people out there like Sean Coleman. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Glitter. I love y'all. Keep up the good work. Y'all doing a wonderful job. Luna, Kevin, everybody that's consulting for something to change for the better for today, for our youth, and for the present. I really appreciate y'all. We might not always get along and all see eye to eye, and the politics of things does start to become blinding. The whole purpose is that we all want to see change for our kids before it's too late for anybody to change anything. I love y'all for that. Keep up the good work.
Oh, God.
I'm probably forgetting some people. Shout out to Tommy, historian, Baldwin historian. Gotta shout out Muhammad and, Robert St. Laurent. Just a lot of people who come around for me all the time, and who I always know that I can, count on them for a word of good cheer at the same time as a friend. I love that. That's another thing. Y'all don't take your friends for granted in the ballroom thing just because they in the ballroom thing. People try to down talk the ballroom thing. Meanwhile, we've always been doing a lot, be it underground and abroad, all over. People want to be a part of what this thing we call the ballroom thing is. So don't degrade your own scene, especially not in front of people who don't know nothing about it. And start saying, they just a bunch of this, and they just a bunch of that. Everybody ain't the same. So that's just to say, if you're going to say that about the whole ballroom scene is bad, then that's just like saying all black people is bad or all white people is bad. That's just ridiculous. Yeah. There are some really, really good people. Maybe we have to change who we're dealing with. That's what sometimes you got to do as adults.
I know that's right. Shoot. That's hot. I wish that, the ballroom scene can get it together and, bring back that magic that we simply have lost from, back in the historic ballroom days when it first started. It was all about fun, unity, it's a place for, people to go to and get love, and find, a home, a place to be at, a place where you felt welcome and stuff like that.
Well, whenever we were talking about shade, I don't even touch sports, but you were talking about shade. Ballroom started from shade too now. It started from shade. It was very... My kid don't see your kid. Both of them vogue. Well, let's let them battle it out right here. In the comfort zone of all their family house members. It was shade. It was, I'm going to send my child to serve you. It's still shade. What?
Yes, it is.
Shout out to the mothers and the fathers that sending their kids to get the children.
Okay.
You know what? No, you know why? Because as a mother and a father, to give your child that encouragement might not necessarily be looking at as a real positive thing from someone outside of the ballroom. But if you know what it's all about, it's all love. Those mothers and fathers might have their little love rivalry going on, and you might have to represent for daddy tonight or represent for mommy tonight, like get her for me, serve them. And it's a competition at the same time, so I can't understand why people get so excited about some of the political BS we go through, some of the shade and the drama. It is a competition at the end of the day. Let's remember that. So, let's be friends. Let's keep it cordial. We don't have to fight. We don't have to put lay hands on each other and all of that. That's just ridiculous at the end of the day.
Down.
But we take the shade with a grain of salt. I would say this to the girls that get so offended about shade, don't throw none.
Okay. If you can't take
don't throw none. Don't be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Because I could get shady boots. I never said I wasn't shady. I never said I wasn't serious, honey. You don't want to play with this one lady. She turned into old evil lead out the, but no shade. Oh, you have to do something to me. You don't mess with me out there before she takes that good God. My kids, everything that I love, I will not bother you. And we should all kind of be like that. Just leave people alone.
Yes, honey. We have to practice that love is the message thing, you know what I mean?
Yes, we need to play it. You want me to play love is the message?
I said we have to practice that, the community.
All right,
down.
That is the key.
Now, one of the things I wanted to, point out, was... I know that's right. You got the love is in the background. Yes. Yes, our cue, on point. I like that.
What you think I'll be here listening to? No, I listen to. Oh, shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Shelvin, Jack. Oh, I love all the commentators. Man. Because you got to be on point with the commentator too now.
Okay.
That's a whole other aspect of performing.
Ooh, who's your favorite commentator?
What?
We turned it up on you.
You turned way up. I can't even. You should see my head snap up here.
I know that's right. No, everybody has their quality of commentating. Everybody, turns it. I feel like, everybody has their own style in commentating. So I really much appreciate, the talent of everybody who's in the ballroom scene who's commentating.
Definitely.
That's definitely turning up, guys.
I listen to everybody. I'll say that. That's one thing. I listen to everybody. All of the commentators. It's a very important aspect of performance. Like I said, when the person is out there, and I'm sure that some of the people who love performance like that will agree, and they are chewing up what the commentator is giving, ooh, that just gets the whole
ooh, and they feel
chills
it.
And
yes.
Makes you feel it. Yeah, you be like, you gave me everything I wanted. So, Mr. Rain's very, very creative young man who danced and who also was an administrative assistant. We both had the same occupation at the same time when we met. And when I met him, he had already become Father Dior. But how he became Father Dior was he came out in a mask because he knew about the politics in the shade in Brooklyn. He was known to everybody as Greg or Howie. But when he came out on the floor, he came out as Mystery, completely covered, face to toe, and nobody could pinpoint who it was, and everybody had their ideas who it was, and everybody was guessing, and he was winning grand prizes as Mystery. After he revealed himself, of course, things changed.
Politics.
Of course, they changed. It was, when he revealed himself afterwards, he became a Mizrahi, and walked for him Mizrahi for a while. And after leaving the house of Mizrahi, he started the house of Dior. And, he would still come out and battle and things, but he was more into being a father and getting kids. So he had me, Kwame, Mimi, Damien, Joy, Brandy, Robert, Sherrod, Christina, rest in peace, Christina, Zion, it was a lot of Dior in New York City. But how we met was him and DJ Al, rest in peace. I know the girls remember getting DJ Al tapes. And he used to have this big old boombox on the pier.
I know that's right.
Yes! With the beef honey. They were playing Gonzaga, and that was Mr.'s favorite beat. And he had, really, really brought Gonzaga to the scene in a way that nobody else had. And he also did Cuban Pete in a way, that was memorable. His Vogue film was very dramatic and so different, and that drop, the way you stop and then just drop down to the floor, Mystery was the master of that, because that's what he did. You understand? That was what you knew was coming. You was waiting for him to do that. He was the original person who went up to a table and jump up on the table and dip off the table. Now, I don't know if Deja came down that motherfucker. Excuse me.
I know she did the
Deja at the YMCA came off that balcony, honey. It was everything. I had pictures of her when she got down to the floor. I didn't have no picture. Oh, I actually got a picture of her up on the balcony. I got to get it retouched. It's nice to, I love that when the older generation put their pictures up past balls and people who are not here no more, who did have a lot to do with why we're here still today and why we all still get together to today, and we still have generations throughout the building. We have generations throughout the building. That is awesome.
Yes.
Regardless to what people think that we don't get along generationally. We do. At a function, you never really see ageism or gender or let that really be an issue. We're just waiting to see who's going to hit the runway next and what's going to be, what category is going to be hot. Where are my girlfriends at?
I know that's right.
It's such and such here.
That's one of the things we talk about all the time. The ballroom scene had this sort of like this magical moment that came alive when everybody came together in the community and walked balls. It was like everyone waited for everyone to show up. It was a grand ball.
And when icons and legends still come out and hit the floor, that's just respect and grace that is going to be unparalleled always. They're showing you, regardless of where they come, when you were not even thought of as